Hello everyone, my name is Shingas. In this video, we're going to talk about the difference between Ethereum, Solana, and Cosmos. So, first of all, why I'm qualified to talk about it in this video? Because, guys, you can see right now it's January 17th, and I'm still coding here, right? Maybe it's a bull market or bear market, whatever you call it, but you can see from my activity, I've been just non-stop coding. I have a sponsorship on GitHub, and I've been basically just doing audit. I've been doing this smart contracts, on-chain analytics, uh, all this backend development non-stop, despite all these conditions in the market. So I made my own deep research on between Ethereum and Solana and Cosmos. Basically, if you watch this video, it means you know the difference between Ethereum and its forks like Binance Chain, Tron, um, what else? Phantom, all these blockchains that are from Ethereum, that are derived from Ethereum, and the Solana forks also. We have many Solana forks right now, and also the Cosmos. It means you have access to basically hundreds of blockchains, right? Because we have Say, we have Terra, whatever you call it. We have this basically many blockchains from Cosmos because it's so easy to create, right? All right, so let's start our video, right? You can follow me on GitHub if you want. So first of all, guys, I have this ChatGPT GPT that I built myself for Solidity. So if you have some smart contract to analyze, you can, the link is in the description. You can just put the whatever you want to analyze, and it will give you overview summary. Don't worry, we're going to cover in this video. All right, so let's go. Uh, first, the first thing is I'd like to know is that Ethereum it has its own programming language. Oh, by the way, this video is mostly suitable for programmers who want to do smart contracts and build on blockchain. But if you're a basic user and you want to make some maybe decision based on something, uh, maybe this is helpful too. Maybe you want to learn about the tech too. So I will try to make it as simple for beginners, along with very deep for professionals too. So there will be timestamps. If you're not interested in Ethereum, but more about Solana and differences, you can just skip. So yeah, let's go. So basically in Ethereum, many people know that there is a smart contract language. It's called Solidity, basically. Solidity, we can see here. I'm covering here. So Solidity is like C++ programming language, which is also taught in high schools and colleges. It's a high-level programming language, meaning anybody can understand by reading it, like library. This is a function. This is like multiply, right? This is shortened for multiply, which is mul. UInt means it's an integer. It's an internal function, right? And we can see the comments here. So it's pretty much straightforward. I'm not saying it's super easy and anybody can just learn it and become a genius in one day, but at least it's understandable to go through, right? So in Ethereum and its forks, we use this concept of solidity. We have this contract ABI, basically it's a skeleton of the contract, and we have the bytecode that's being muted. 1 second, let me mute. Let me actually focus. All right, so focus time started. Yep. So contract, right? We have the deployed bytecode. We have arguments, like what was the initial argument here, and yeah, we have some swarm source here. So the thing is, what's important is we have contract API, which is it, it just shows you what are the functions and what they do. For example, the name, which is a string, and you don't have to pay to view the name, right, of the code of the contract, and it's not uh, it's it's basically you can view, yes, and it's a function. So yeah, basically you can go through, which is this is basically a skeleton of the contract, like what they have, what they don't have, and if they have something, what is it, what's the type, you know just a simple overview of this. And we have here some audit reports you can read. For example, here, let's go through, and we will see some reports here, total findings, right? Low severity. Yep. And here we have also read contract, right? And we have write contract. Basically, to read contract, you don't need anything to pay, just like this. But for write contract, you have to pay something, right? So, for example, let me just put this here. Just yeah, you cannot, right? You have to connect your wallet first, and then you can do it. So, yeah. Then um, that's it. Just you can view the code, right? And you can just do anything you want. Also, we have a concept of proxies. For example, we can basically this is Etherscan. Uh, most you can use other blockchain scanners, but Etherscan is like the default one, right? You can view some transactions here, right? You can see, for example, this transaction, someone is doing Lido, right? So this one is a bit complicated. So we can see the tokens here. The Tether is the top one. Then we have BNB, USDT, everything. Also, we have a concept of um, as a proxy, which is we have multiple contracts on each other, meaning upgradable contract. So we can view as a proxy and write as a proxy, right? So yeah, so this is the contract that's being called under the hood. This is the original contract that can be upgraded. Yep. So we can view and just remember this because in Ethereum, the contracts are not upgradable. The only way to upgrade is to use proxy. You can just view how the proxies work later if you're interested, if you want to dig deep in it. Yeah. So if you want to be a developer and develop something, you have to use Remix, right? Which is this remix.ethereum.org you can use here. Here you'll find some templates like how to create a token or multi-sig wallet, also some NFT, ERC721 is NFT. You can find some another type of NFT, and yeah. So for example, let's go to ERC20, right? So in ERC20, we will see this when it's maybe this empty, but if you try to create something, like some folder, uh, all right, so maybe let's go here. Yep. So here you'll see the basic implementation, right? This is the ERC20 code. Basically, you have to just put the token name, token symbol. That's it. It's done. It's created for you already. Um, right? And this is for NFT. Yep. So here we go. 1 second. I think this one is lagging a bit. Right? This one is NFT. Yes. Okay. Yeah, but NFT is a bit different, but we'll cover it later. Or if you can just search it up. It's not so much different from ERC20, right? So this is the sol means it's Solana, right? My token dot sol, which means my token dot solidity file. Uh, so I covered about other programming languages, which is Yule. Uh, Here we have Yule, right? Here we see Euler 20, which is the Yule. Yule is just like Solidity, but it's more low level. It's more like an assembly if you cover on it. So the thing is, it works like this. So transfer, constructor. Okay, 1 second. Let me open the remix. Yeah. So this is our token, right? You can see here transfer, the approve, which is pretty much clear. Transfer from, right? And it's clear. And here in the yield, it's much more deeper. It's much more like mstore, revert, mstore. You see, here we have the comments, but this is like you're calling the function storage and blockchain storage directly. Here, like mstore again, mstore. This is like a bytecode basically. SS store, you can read the difference between SS store and M store later. I don't think you need to dive too deep in it because we have already the the Solidity, right? But I mean, if you want to learn and become 100% professional, then why not? But yeah, it's also good for your knowledge too, right? Yeah, and then we have Vyper. Vyper, this is again this ERC20 contract. I'll leave this repository in the description too. So if you go to this repository, you can see implements, basically Vyper interfaces, and it works just like Python, same as Python. Public, def, init. This is like constructor when you define the first time. Transfer, transfer from, approve, yeah, mint when you mint tokens and burn, and so on, so on. You can see the NFT here too. Um, you can go through the projects here. You can just develop your own any project you want. You can develop a stock. You can name registry, anything auction, factory, right? So let's move on. You can also study this new, like what is this ERC 46 or 47, whatever. Yeah, right. So yeah, let's keep going. Uh, so for example, let's say you have this code, right? Or let me take this code, Vyper, and let me ask it, what does this do? Right? This is my own custom GPT that I trained with the data. So we asked it, what is it? Yep, so it's an implementation of ERC20 using Vyper. It's because I configured it with my own data. I gave instructions. I basically uploaded some audit files. I go through the audits of the recent hacks or recent successful projects, and they submitted it. This is the audit. This is why it's get hacked. This is why it got exploited. Please research and help people to avoid the mistakes. So this is the free for you to use. You can just get by the link, right? It's published anyone by the link here, you can see. All right, so yeah, this is it, basically just analyzing the functions. That's it. So let's move on. Yeah. Oh, by the way, just want to mention that this is, for example, this is Dex tools. If you go to any token on Ethereum, right? This Ethereum, you can see here some audits here. Let me move my video a bit. You will see here some tokens. Check audits, sorry. If you go to here, you will see a bunch of audits which says contract verified, yes. Honeypot, no, 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 no. And yeah, the many criterias, right? So let's say go to the token sniffer and it will give you more detailed information. Right. Let's see. Okay, it's loading. So yeah, it scored 0. So you'll see this kind of information here in token sniffer. Just remember this, I'll cover it in the Solana. So let's move to Solana now, right? Solana, it uses Solana Scan. You can view everything like happening here. You can view the projects, for example, Stepin, the most popular project, and they also have ChatGPT for it. You can just ask it. Also published by anyone with a link. You can view and ask anything about Solana. Yeah, so this kind of Solana uses actually uh, three different frameworks to develop smart contracts. But basically, what's a smart contract? I might not be. I assume you already know, but smart contract is just a program on the blockchain. Let's say, um, let's say you're banking, right? You do banking, the same thing, but on the blockchain. That's just what you can imagine. So what you develop on is actually important because if you develop something that's very, unoptimized, your blockchain will be stuck and not optimized too. So Rust is considered to be the most optimized and type-safe programming language, right? But Solidity is considered as the most lightweight programming language. So the Solidity, it's the lightest programming language. It's easy to store it on blockchain. And Rust is the hardest programming language to learn. It's need more effort. So here we can see the projects. We can develop anything. Here we have Rust and Rust. This is the framework of Rust. This is the native one. And this is the Seahorse, which is Python. It's kind of similar to what we say the Vyper, right? So let's say create force test, right? So you can create. Yep. Also, there were some. Yep. Uh, yep. So here we have some tutorials too. In the remix we have here, right? In this homepage. So in Solana beta, we have also Solana playground. We have also this kind of programs to play with. You can just copy and play with, bank simulator, boss battle, game, basically, coins, whatever. So yeah, this will be updated over time, of course. Depending when you're watching this video. So yeah, you can play around. It's same as Remix almost. You can hear like token, right? You can hear compile a token, right? Uh, you can compile and then you can basically second. Let's wait for compile. Mhm. Yep, let's wait a bit. Yeah, is it done? No. Yeah, it's taking long. Yeah, but basically you can compile and deploy whatever you want here. You're just waiting. And the same thing is on the Solana, which is you can basically build, and then you can just deploy. You can just follow tutorial, anything. Yeah, here you have to deploy, right? So yeah, you just have to connect your wallet as well, or send some Solana here. Right, so yep, this will be your wallet. You can connect, you can send anything. Yep, so let's see. Yep, we can connect to Phantom, right? Yeah, so this is the same concept. They created the wallet for you here. And in Remix, they also created the wallet here. If you go here, you can see account. They created like 10 accounts. So yeah, not sure, but loaded with like 100 Ethereum. It's just test Ethereum. Then you can choose so to connect the MetaMask, you just choose here the wallet connect, or you can choose injected, which will open the MetaMask or, Phantom, depending on what wallet is comfortable. Right? So let's keep going. You can see the examples, right? And you can play around when you have time. Or you can ask this ChatGPT to develop something for you on Solana. But I want to know the key difference, which is, for example, here, this is the NFT project. You cannot view the source code. You cannot view anything. You cannot view any code. You cannot call anything. You just view like this. It's like pure marketing. You cannot do anything with the code, right? So it's kind of kind of hurts, I think, right? You don't have any functions here. Um, yeah, for me, it's not really convenient. I want to be able to verify the code, see the code, call some functions like here, right? Calling some functions, but you can't do it on Solana Scan, which is, yeah. Or correct me in the comments, maybe you can call, but I'm clicking wrong place. But so far, I don't think it's possible, right? So, yeah. Um, And also, if you want to create a token on, Solana, if you want to create quickly, there's this famous platform is called DexLab, which is where the BONK was created. You can see the BONK, right? It was created in DexLab with this metadata. Official BONK inu, named DexLab Minting Lab, you know, which is, yeah, so it was no effort token, It was just created here. It was literally in the minting lab. It was literally the owner just said, okay, let me create token and SPL token. That's it. He didn't do anything smart, So it pumped anyway. But yeah, so let me explain the difference now. Um, in Ethereum, you can create a token, uh, right? in this code using this way. This is the standard that OpenZeppelin kind of outlined, but you know, you have to create this way. But in Solana, they already provided this SPL token interface, which you just call and just pass the token name, token symbols, whatever, and then call it. That's it. You cannot really modify the token like tax, like something, like something complicated tokenomics here. You just provide the token info, that's it. Token info, token symbol, and description, that's it. And some image. This is the SPL token, right? So yeah, I mean, it's up to you if it's convenient for you. But this is the difference between, yeah. So for example, if you look at the SPL token, CLI, Solana, you can see this is just the calling the command line interface, which is you just install the cargo installer. Basically, you just open the command line like this, CMD, and then you put this, and then you put this, and then put this command, and basically it's done. You just create a token. That's it. There's nothing crazy about it. Yeah. So yeah, let's keep going. This is the rot check. For example, this is how the rot check works. It's just mutable metadata, large amount of LPM load. You can research what does this mean on yourself, but it's not much to check here. Not deep as here, right? Not as deep as here. Not so many criterias, you know. Yeah, so let's keep going, right? So let's keep going. Now, once you know Solana, that means uh, there are like Solana forks. For example, there are Solana forks, right? Which is like MakerDAO or something they're trying to fork. It means you know them too. If you know Solana, it means you know this, you know it too. For example, there is a Kava. Is it Kava? Is it Solana? I forgot the Sol bringing Solana 3 VM. Like there are so many chains like this that do this. Oh, Neon, yeah, Neon, Neon EVM Solana. So if you go to Neon EVM Solana, you will see that they're kind of playing with Solana and Ethereum. So yeah, there are many projects like this. There are many forks like this. So it means now you know the both. So by watching this video, you already know both of these projects, right? Both of this disadvantage and advantages. So yeah, congratulations. And now let's move on to the most important part, um, which is Say or Cosmos, whatever you call it. So guys, I know there are many blockchains like Polkadot, whatever, but this is just my experience, my personal bias that I've seen many developers on this Cosmos, Solana, and Ethereum than any other blockchains. So uh, yeah, so let's cover this Say, which is a Cosmos fork, right? So if you look at the Cosmos Explorer, right? So here you will see the MinScan, right? So if you go to MinScan, so if you know Cosmos, it means you know all of this. It means you know all of these blockchains, which is the forks of Cosmos, which is Osmosis, Celestia, Injective, Neutron, Axeler, Juno. It keeps going. The list keeps going. It means you know all of this. So right now, I think you should focus on this part of the video if you want to focus on Cosmos and how it works. Yeah. So let's go. So this is the Cosmos. In Cosmos, this is the say scan or Cosmos, whatever you call it, or mean scan. That we have mean scan, right? So in mean scan, you have many blockchains. So let me explain you what's the difference. Yeah, this is all Cosmos blockchains, right? Let me explain you how does this blockchain and forks it works, right? So we have Bitcoin, which is the initial one, and Bitcoin has many forks. Like what is it? Let's name here some. Well, it's not here, but it's Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, whatever you call it, and many forks, many forks that are forgotten and that are dead by now. Ethereum, which is a fork, is a BNB, OP Oh, by the way, Litecoin is a fork of Bitcoin, yeah. So we have Cardano, Ripple, Polkadot, right? Um, Arbitrum is a fork of Ethereum, kind of layer two, but of course it's the same technology. Base is fork of Arbitrum, like Avalanche is a fork of Ethereum. Uh, Bitcoin Cash, yeah, we have here, right, which is a fork of Bitcoin. Ethereum Classic is a fork of Ethereum. So yeah, Linea is a fork of Ethereum. Polygon is a fork of Ethereum. Tron is a fork of Ethereum, right? So Solana, an authentic one. So when we create a fork on Bitcoin, it just goes on its way. Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin their own way. They don't talk to each other. Ethereum and BNB, they don't talk to each other. They don't know they exist. These blockchains don't know that they exist. And then we have Cosmos. You can create any blockchain right now. It's super easy. And the thing is, it will be automatically talking to each other, meaning other Cosmos blockchain will know that this chain exists and can send information lost without any loss smoothly. It's natively, you know. So um, that's the advantage, right? So that makes it more secure. Sending funds like USDT, USDC, like bridges get hacked all the time, but in the Cosmos it's less likely because it's native transfer. So yeah, let's move on. So by knowing the say, that I show you now, you'll have access to all the Cosmos, all the knowledge in Cosmos. And let me go through. We have here Pacific testnet, mainnet testnet, right? We have here transactions, uh, some overview, basically. So here, what you can notice is this thing. I'll show you. In Cosmos, we have codes. Codes, remember. In Ethereum, we don't have codes, like a code, code ID. So when you create by code ID, you don't have to do anything. You just copy this code ID, that's it, and you just put the message. That's it. Easy. This is to create token. All you have to do is put some marketing, like the name, description, logo, mint cap, who's the minter, symbol, That's it. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. This is 79, right? So what I have to do is, 1 second. Instantiate by me. Let me deploy contract. We go to deploy contract, right? So I go to deploy contract. What I have to do here, we can use Rust, by the way. We can use Rust, Cosmo was WASM, which is assembly, but in WebAssembly, right? But what you can do is you can just put existing code ID here, and you can see here, fill the code manually, 79. That's it, guys. The token is done, you know, token is created. The same way you can create anything. You can go to the codes in the say scan. You can go through these codes. Here, code ID, this many code IDs. You can choose royalties, you can choose anything you want, you know? You can choose anything. You can create anything you want right now by just browsing these templates because Cosmos has codes for you, already set up codes. So you can create your own NFT project right now. You can create your own token right now. All you need is just put this marketing information, fill out, done. That's it, guys. That's it. You know, in Stitch, just click the button and it's done. It's much easier. I mean, of course, in DexLab you can also mint, right? Put the information. In Remix you also can do. Well, then nothing can stop you from earning as a business. I'm not calling you to create a bunch of useless tokens, but imagine if your company needs to tokenize something, they don't need to spend tons of knowledge, tons of time to get the knowledge how to tokenize. They just put the code ID and it's done. They just edit few fields and it's done. Guys, this is absolute winning. I think it's absolute win. And now that's the secret. because many people struggle, right? But I showed you guys the easiest way. And you will not find a tutorial that says about it. I couldn't find any. I have to figure out on myself, actually. In Discord, it was much helpful in Discord, actually. Yeah, credits to Discord. But yeah, guys, this is a golden video, I think, for you. Right, so it's done. You can draw the codes and do whatever you want. You can put any code ID, create your own NFT, staking, minting, airdrop, whatever you want, guys. You can just put the code ID and play around, you know? That's it, right? So yeah, the thing is, in Cosmos, uh, you can also create by token factory, right? This is the token factory. This is CLI tool. Basically, you have to type this in the CMD again, like this. But of course, maybe you're not comfortable with it. You just have to put code ID here. This is much easier for you, maybe, right? So yeah, let's keep going. The thing is, yeah, it works in this way that you cannot view the code. You can only view the message, instantiate message. And if you want to call some blockchain, you have to query it, you know? You have to query like this. Uh, and this is the smart contract address, which has say and whatever. 1 second, like this, right? And you query using the JSON like this, right? So it's not like this, not like read contract implementation admin. It's not like this, or it's not like in Solana Scan you cannot call at all, but it's more like JSON, you know. So it's very maybe complicated for beginners, but yeah, I think it will be fine. It will be fine if you figure out, you know. This is the code snippet, by the way, how to call this thing in your code. This is the ready one. You can adjust this as you want, right? Yeah, so I think this is pretty much all. Unfortunately, I didn't create a GPT for it yet, for the Cosmos, but if you guys want, I can create the GPT, train with all the data, and put the link in the description if you want, guys. If there is a demand. But I hope, guys, this video was very useful to you because this is a massive amount of research that's squeezed to few minutes of information just so you guys can enjoy and earn. Because this is what I've been earning as a smart contract developer, Like, imagine someone says, "Hey, can you create me a token?" You say, you jump up to the call and create a token. That's it, Like, or you show them, And yeah, basically now you have access to almost all blockchain that's popular and primer, So guys, hope your journey is easier now. Hope nobody can scam you anymore, Hope you don't get rug pulled and you're more smarter in this game now. And yeah, give me a follow and let me know your comments. What do you think? Let's connect on LinkedIn, GitHub, join my Discord. Text me on Telegram if you have any problems, if you need any new video, if you need any private call sessions. Yeah, see you in the next video.